Probably. He's good. He's good.
Oh man, these ham and egg and Joker guys. Look at these guys. All right, DC presents 27. The first Mongol was Matt's pick.
The first appearance of Mongol.
Are we saying it right? Mongol.
Mongol.
Nobody really knows.
Mongul. Mongol.
Mickey.
MOUSE. Okay. So here we go. Here's the awesome cover. It's Superman and the Martian Manhunter. And Superman is holding on to some sort of tuning fork.
That's not what that is.
I know.
That's a good pitch.
All right. Here we begin in Superman's apartment as Clark Kent, where all of a sudden a holographic image of Mongol suddenly shows up. So Mongol is right on the cover, but like his first actual appearance in the book, he's just a floating head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very dark side kind of homage.
Well, I think Mongol was a way of having a different dark side character because Thanos was doing really well at Marvel, and dark side. At the time, Jack Kirby and DC were talking a bit about what they could do with Darkseid. So they they were arguing over the rights because they were trying to get Kirby to come back for a while, right, and do the superpowers. So anyway, so Mongol tells him that he wants Superman to do something because he's stolen his friends and he's kidnapped his friends Steve Lombard, Jimmy Olsen, and
I thought it was funny that was Steve Lombard of all characters.
Well, probably because they didn't grab Perry White. Okay, sorry. Here we go. So Mongol and Superman have this conversation, and Mongol tells him, as I said, he shows him here that he's got the friends in one of his cubes. This cube, by the way, that he shows here, in most other Mongol stories of this time, he uses it for one reason or another. So he tells Superman that he wants him to go to a certain planet in the Cygnus system and retrieve a key. And Superman goes in his mind and goes, the Cygnus system, but that's where New Mars is. So off he goes because he has no choice. His friends and girlfriend are kidnapped. So off he goes, and as he approaches the fifth planet of the Cygnus system, and by the way, New Mars is number 4. So he's seen by somebody over here. This is hard doing it this way. I'm going to have to do it the way you guys do it next time.
Here, I'll make you big. Hold on.
Hey.
Okay. So, and then you just see this green face. And sure enough, Superman goes around the entire planet and finds that there's literally just this one structure on the entire planet. And as he approaches the structure, he is approached by the Martian Manhunter, who says to Superman, "You can't go in there." But why not? I'm just going to get what I came for and I'm going to leave. And thank you. It's good to see you kind of thing. And he's telling him, no, you can't go in there. And then he gets into the story of why. There was this alien race called the Warzone, who were warlike. Gee, imagine that, eh? But called the Warzone. And they fought and they fought. And then they ended up building this artificial satellite, the Death Star. I mean, Warworld. And Warworld became basically this weapon that could travel everywhere, and it was covered in nukes. As you can see here, it's showing the travel in the top corner there and all that. What then happened was suddenly the race died out, and when it was down to one last person, that person managed to pass on the knowledge to a race called the Largas, who were peace lovers, and they wanted to make sure no one could get on this planet again. So they programmed everything because they didn't want to destroy the world for whatever reason. They reprogrammed it so that only a person with this key they're making, this special key that can go on, only a person with this key could go and take over Warworld and make it work. And that's what Mongol wants. And the Martians, who had just arrived on their new planet, we're talking with the last member of that race, and that race asked the Martians if they could please guard the key. And right now it's John Jones' turn, so he's the one that's there, and he is telling Superman, no matter what, you can't do it. And sure enough, superhero fight ensues. Martian Manhunter gets the upper hand on Superman for a while, and then he comes up with the thing that he said, I was saving in case I needed it, and Kryptonite comes out and it gets him. As you can see down in this corner, there's the Kryptonite big bullet coming. And Superman remembers, of course, that the Martian weakness is fire. I guess the atmosphere is oxygen, and he starts burning things up, and he manages to knock out the Martian Manhunter. So as he wins, he goes in and grabs the key. As he comes out with the key, Mongul arrives in that weird-looking ship that looks like a half helicopter, half fish, half fish.
It reminds me of those anglerfish.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought too.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Damn it. Why did I forget to turn this thing off every time? Sorry, I'm right back. Okay, there we go. I'm not very organized today. I had a crazy day. The vessel that he arrives in is the size of a small city. So Mongul comes down onto the surface and talks to Superman. He talks to Batman too, but Batman's not there, so he doesn't answer. And he brings out the cube with his friends, and Superman has got the key, and he says, "You know what? I'm not going to give it to you. I'll give it to you. Release my friends first." And they're like, "No, give me the key. Here are your friends." Superman's refusing to give the key, so he decides that's it. Mongols start squishing the cube to try and knock the air out and kill the people, kill his friends inside. When all of a sudden, as Mongul and Superman are talking about what's going on, the cube disappears. And Mongul, and I'm going to do this in the dark side voice, "Curse you, Kryptonian, you freed them. But I had nothing to do with it," said Superman. Because it turns out that it was the Martian Manhunter waking up from his little coma of the fire, using his invisibility powers to go behind and destroy the machine that was keeping his friends in the cube. Mongul, who manages to get the key in the confusion, and disappears there, and that right there. So he's taken off with the key. And over here at the end here, Martian Manhunter starts going, "Superman, what are you going to do about it? He's got this thing. He's going to kill everybody. He can do so much damage. He can do, whatever. What are you going to do about it?" So Superman's answer here is, "I'm going to bring my friends back to Earth, and then I'm going to go get some help, and I'm going to retrieve that key." The end.
The end.
This book continues.
Ever after.
This story continues in the next issue, which is 28. And that one has Superman, and the person he went to get help with was Supergirl. So the two of them go and take out Mongul in the next one. So
Cool.
The cover. Let's get into who the credits are. The cover was by Jim Starlin and Dick Giordano, did the inks. This was written by Len Wein, and Jim Starlin did the pencils. And somebody named Quick Draw did the inks. I have the real name somewhere, but I have to dig it up. So basically, the cover. I like the cover. It's one of Jim Starlin's best. This is actually.
I don't know about that, but it's pretty good.
Okay. It's one of Jim Starlin's best Superman covers.
There you go.
Okay, he did a bunch of these Superman covers in this area. He did about 11 or 12. Plus, he did the Radio Shack giveaways, and I like this very much. I like the colors. I like the balance. I think he did a great job drawing Mongul. I think he did a great job drawing John Jones. I'm going to give this cover a 4.
Hell yeah. What up, Beckerman, Chonko, and TM?
Hi, guys. When it goes to the interior art, again, Jim Starlin and the other guy, let's just put it that way,
Quicksilver.
Quick Draw. Jim Starlin and Quick Draw did a reasonably good job across the thing. There were some panels, like when Mongol's face was in the little floating head thing in the beginning of the communicator, it didn't look as good. Mongol looked much better when he was a full figure like this. The head felt proportionate and all this stuff. And so I will give the interior art a 3.75.
Okay.
Now,
Gold.
knowing the full story, it takes three books for it to finally resolve. Okay, knowing the full story, and Len Wein wrote all of them. Big fan of the story, huge fan of the story. This is the slowest part of the story because of this build up. And what I don't like about the beginning is how it just jumps in. It's like Superman's at his apartment. Hello, Superman. Like boom. No. I was thinking today, like setting the scene or anything. It was just right into it. And that I didn't like a little much. So the writing, I'm going to only give a 3.5. For the 3 stories overall, I'd give 4.5. But this part gets a 3.5.
Mhm.
And overall, the book is okay. You know, I'm not going to average the scores out. I'm going to give the book a 3.75. Although that probably is the average.
That is the average, actually.
Yeah. I think it is the average. But the fact is, you know what? It is more than fun. This is one that is fun to read if you read the other 2 right after. It's just really cool.
I'll have to read the other two.
The best part of the story is actually the second part, which is the next one after this. Just Supergirl was so good in it. But anyway, I'm just biased. But that's what I'm going to go. And I'm going to pick Biggie.
Oh wow!
Oh.
All right, my turn. I don't have my phone, so could you hold the cover up again, please, Matt? All right. So for me, it is a great cover. Mongol looks. It's a great presentation of a first appearance character on a cover. He still has that aesthetic. That's how I grade like first appearances. Do they still look the same as they did the first time you saw them? And looks great. So Starlin's one of my favorite. That's good. Thank you. Yeah, Starlin's a bad boy. I think when I think of Starlin, I think of his Warlock. That get him and Gil Kane were like kicking butt on Warlock and then premieres and shit. And of course his Infinity Gauntlet. So for me, I'm gonna give that cover a fucking. I think it is. It's about a 3.75. Not quite a 4, but damn near 3.75. Inside art, real damn good. Real damn good. I enjoyed it. I thought it was some spots really good and detailed. Nice collar. I had no issues with it. It was really well done. So again, 3.75. Story, not bad. Cool little first appearance. I always find it interesting how like super bad guys just know, let me fuck with Superman. I've come to fuck with you, Superman. I took your friends. Come bring me the shit I can't get myself. Kind of deal. I don't know why Mongol didn't go for it himself. He probably knew he couldn't get it.
Well, what I didn't say, but it is in the story, that John Jones tells Superman that Mongol has tried before and even has tried before and was defeated by him. That's why he needs Superman to go get it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, he does say that I beat you before and I'll beat you again, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh no shit. So Martian Manhunter has fought
Mongol and stopped him. That's why he had to get Superman, because he said, my computers say basically, you know, that you're the only being that can beat this guy. So,
wow.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that makes me like it a little bit more. I assumed that's what it was, but I must have read it and fucking knew it somehow. All right, so I kind of don't like the trope where the superheroes. I wish that Superman could have did unless I missed it, did Superman didn't like explain why he was doing it? He just kind of said, "Fuck it, you gonna stop me?"
No, he
Let's
did
go."
He
say-
said,
did
"I
say
need
I
to
had to
save
save
your
your
friend."
I must
you
have
did
missed
tell
that
him.
part.
But like
Did he
Superman
say he
let
was coming to
himself
get
be
his friends
blinded.
and shit? Because I didn't see that part.
Yeah, Superman let himself be blinded by the fact that Lois and Steve and Jimmy were captured. That, you know, like, I have to save their lives. That he got the key. He didn't think about I don't think he thought about the potential ramifications of him getting it, because he didn't have the full story until he talked to the Martian Manhunter. Anyway,
Yeah. It's just silly they always fight. I don't know. It's just still a trope. Even if he did tell
Yeah,
him.
it is a trope. It is a trope. But they want to
Um,
get the hero fighting each other, right?
I'm gonna go 3 on the story. And overall, 3.75. I thought it was a fun fucking book. I'll go 3.5. 3.5. All right, and I picked D.
Hey, I'll just get into it. The cover I liked. I thought I gave that a 3.5. Interior art I liked just as much. I also gave that a 3.5. I think it told the story really well. There weren't a lot of things in there that were like, whoa, amazing, but it never took me out of the story. So I enjoyed it. The story I kind of liked. I liked the little moment where like Superman like doubted himself. He's like, damn, did I do the wrong thing? And I like it when Superman becomes fallible like that. I don't want him to do the wrong thing all the time. He did what he thought was right in the moment, and I'm sure eventually it works out.
he
But
does make up for it in the next 2 issues.
yeah, there you go. So, but I like it when it shows that Superman can make a mistake and do the wrong thing, and I like it when people hold his ass accountable for it. Like Martian Manhunter was like, see what you did? Dude got the thing. What are you gonna do about it? And I will die trying to find it. Like, talk is cheap, you big blue Boy Scout. Go give me that fucking key.
That's shaped
But,
like a tuning fork.
yeah. The story was cool though. I give the story a 4. I'm gonna have to read the rest of it now when we get done here, because I read it today on my lunch break on my phone. But no, I enjoyed it. It was, you can still tell like the writing of the era a little bit, but it was still close enough to modern books where the storytelling was familiar to me. So I enjoyed it a lot. So overall, I'm going to give it a 4. And for my next reviewer, I'm going to send it off to old Alan over here.
Okay, so I'm probably going to be the harshest on this book of the lot of us. Sorry, guys.
Well, I figured that after the 3 of us did pretty good on it.
So things that really bothered me when reading this was what was with Superman's attitude. I always see Superman as being this wholesome, kind of like school, like Boy Scout, like the typical nice guy, no attitude, no ego, just a really nice guy. Like that's the way I picture Superman. That's my Superman. This was not my Superman. He had an attitude. He was like, it's my way or the highway, or it's like it was like very odd. I would have like Superman would been the negotiator. He would have said, "Hey, Martian Manhunter, we got this thing." At first, he seemed like they were going to do that, and then it's like, "Well, you're not willing to do it my way. Well, okay, then I'll do it my way, and I'll beat you up if you're in my way."
I really think that to counter that, I think that they wrote him that Superman was really worried about his friends.
No, I get that.
No,
I felt the same way.
I didn't sense that he was worried about his friends. I just sensed that he's like, "Oh, you took my friends."
I felt like he
Okay.
should have. Him and Martian Manhunter should have been like, okay, let's not get the key. Let's just fucking get the people, right? Or
Yeah, let's
something.
work together or something. I actually was hoping what was happening was they knew that Mongol was watching, and then it was like a deception, but it wasn't. Like I was there was a moment where that could have been the case. They could have played that role thing when Mongol came down and he was squishing him with the cube, and then all of a sudden that failed. That could have been like, oh, it was the deception, and that would have made it better. But it was all the way through that Superman had the attitude. Even at the very beginning when he was dealing with Mongol, he had sort of this like, I'm not your errand boy, that it was just sort of like very arrogant and kind of high on himself, which I don't really associate with Superman. So
That's probably the writer. I mean, like,
yeah, I was a little
Len
bit.
Wein didn't do a lot of Superman.
So for me, those things bothered me. I would have given the writing, like I would have given the story, like not the necessarily, like the idea of the story was kind of cool. You got the idea that, well, there is the Death Star, which is this has a lot of potential, because I think in the modern books they actually have Battle Planet, right, where they're all the superheroes are fighting with each other.
Yes, but that's a different thing from this. But this War World does make appearances in current continuity.
Yeah, like I was thinking there was War World where they bring in the characters to fight each other, right?
Yes. Well, Mongol does that a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
There was a storyline not too long ago where Mongol kidnapped Superman and put him on the world.
Yeah, he powers away and then he has to fight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought this was a good setup for that future thing. I actually found that was more of an interesting thing than Mongol himself. Mongol, like, there's things where he seems all powerful. He was able to snatch Lois Lane and Lombard and Jimmy Olsen easily. Why couldn't he snatch the key as easily? I know the whole idea of Martian Manhunter, blah, 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 blah. But no, it just seemed like it was like he could just teleport and zap and do wonderful things. So I don't know. It just, his power set, not really clearly defined. And yeah, so I thought there was so many plot holes like that. Like, why was the contingency plan that Martian Manhunter have like Krypton on the rockets? Like, why would they think that?
Because in his mind too, I would say this leads credence to what Mongol thought, where like only Superman or a Kryptonian of sufficient strength, like Supergirl, could beat him.
Maybe. Okay. Maybe. I don't know, because they're on the same side. It's like sort of like,
I mean, when you think about it, Martian Manhunter could probably defeat 97 to 98% of all of his opponents.
Mhm.
I think, to be honest, I think the only people that could beat him in the current world is Superman and Batman.
Okay.
Because Batman can beat everybody.
Yeah. So the other thing that bothered me was, Superman was supposedly trying to protect his friends, yet he, in theory, killed Martian Manhunter by dumping him into the fire. That is lethal to Martian Manhunter, by the
He
way.
didn't kill him though, did he? He's still alive.
He didn't kill him.
No,
But-
he put it on long enough to bring him into the coma,
Yeah.
The panicked coma, and then he let the fire die down. That's what I like to think happened off screen. Or
I mean,
or there was
Wasn't
very
so
little
obvious.
oxygen in the atmosphere, and so it burned up real quick.
So there was a few things like that really bothered me. So I as I said, like, just not my Superman, I guess, is the way I would say it. So those things kind of are negatives for me. The other thing that I thought was, maybe it was my version on Zip Comics, but everything seemed very muddled.
Huh.
The artwork.
muddled.
I didn't really think that the interior art was that great, to tell you the truth.
Okay.
Was that just the way it was on the?
Oh,
I'm not sure.
I read my copy. I didn't.
It was
I
it was
didn't
fucking
see it.
crisp as hell for me. It was like Superman in a fucking 70s Mustang, or I don't know. What about you, D? They look okay?
Yeah, it looked fine to me. I gave it a 3.5.
So it kind of like it just was. I don't know. It wasn't the greatest for me, the interior art. Okay, so I'll give my scores. I'm sorry, I'm being a little harsh on this one, but I actually thought the story idea, as I said, setup, even I like the idea of Mongol, all that kind of stuff is great. But for me, the cover, I'm going to give it a 3. I think
Okay.
it's above average, but I don't like the way Martian Manhunter looks kind of like feminized and kind of low. Just and Mongol looks kind of squished. I don't know. And then there's too much word bubbly things, which I normally don't mind. I thought it was a bit too much. So I thought the cover was a bit busy and didn't quite work. So I give it a 3. But it was good. I mean, it's above average. So the story writing, I would have given it a 4 if it wasn't for the Superman part. And there were certain things where it was just convenient. Oh, here's another convenient thing. Oh, and just like Matt said, we jump into the story without any setup. That was kind of like, I felt like it was a bit rushed, if that makes sense. So for me, the story was a 2.5.
So okay, Biggie, just a second. Biggie has a 3 there. Was that your cover?
Yep. I was gonna see. I was gonna let him figure out when he didn't do the inside. I could wait.
Okay.
Oh,
Never mind.
okay. So sorry. Inside art, I give it a. I'll give it a 2.5. I'll be nice. I'll just assume that I was mistaken, and that you guys are seeing something that I'm not seeing.
Yeah, I might be wrong. There might be some blurry shit. I just didn't notice it.
It wasn't necessarily blurry. It was just like things weren't like crisp. Like one thing that I like, in some ways, I don't really like the 90s art, but I like the 90s art.
This is fucking like 85.
No. I know. Let me get.
This is 1980. This
Yeah.
itself is nice. I know.
Let me explain.
Let him finish, you guys. Come on.
So the 90s art has like a lot of splash panel kind of style, like very like big over the top. Like sometimes they draw people with way too many muscles. Like there's more muscles than actual humans have, but they do like this kind of exciting, dynamic, like panels and stuff. And panels that break panels. This was much more uniformed. It was like do 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 do. There was very little dynamic stuff. It was actually in some ways kind of like Golden Age in that way, that it was very structured. And I thought that unlike the Golden Age may not be the finest of art, but what it is very functional, and it kind of you know what's going on. Like there was a scene where Superman is basically teleported into the middle of space, and he's like, you got to go to the fourth planet of the new, like all this kind of stuff, right? And it was just like he's in space all of a sudden. He was teleported there. It just seemed a little like one or two panels could have been used to kind of get the story to where it needed to be. And there was like the part with Martian Manhunter destroying the machine. I didn't get that at all. I didn't like, I was like, why, how did the machine get destroyed? Like, so I didn't even get that. So there was things that were missing panel wise, art wise, I thought. So, yeah, so those were my issues with the internal art. I'd give it a 2.5. I would have given it a 2, but I'm going to give it a 2.5. I'm assuming that maybe I was mistaken, but, and overall, I'm going to give it a 3. So it's better than average because I do like the story idea. I think it's really cool that they're going to create this world thing. Other thing, oh, by the way, one more thing that really annoyed me is the people that built this planet thing that was like a Death Star where they could battle out and stuff. Why did they die?
They didn't get that far into
They
the
all
story.
died up. All they died.
I mean,
Okay.
face it, technically they could have like given like backstories for everything. They just had to keep it simple, right?
But this book actually had multiple stories in it. They could have really expanded this one out.
Yeah, but they had the feature, unfortunately.
Okay. Sorry, my internet. Am I back?
Yeah, you're fine. Can you hear us?
Okay. So every time I try to make a point. Yeah, I can hear you guys. So I think it would have been nice if they kind of expanded the story out and give it a bit more of the backstory. and I thought it was a bit quick in terms of that. It
Yeah.
felt very rushed. The whole
I
thing.
could see
It was
that.
very
I didn't.
good read though.
I wasn't in love with the story. I didn't think it was it was kind of like we've read this before,
Mhm.
Shouldn't be doing
So
that.
sorry
I
to
mean,
be so harsh. Actually, I think it has a lot of potential though.
you gave it good scores.
I
I
can
think a
see
lot
why-
of times when we give it average or a little above average, people think it's harsh, but it really ain't. Like harsh is like fucking 1.5, all that shit,
Okay,
Yeah.
so it came out to be 68.1%. It's slightly below the center. But what I find it hilarious is it's around 4 of my other choices.
Sorry, Matt.
Oh, it's funny. That's what
Well,
happened.
couple this is where we get together and do our overall discussion on the book. I thought I recognized Lynn Wine's writing before, so I looked up. He actually did 20 to 25 Superman stories. So
Oh,
he's
really?
wrote,
It's that high.
yeah, he's wrote a few. And I don't know how many Jim Starlin Superman books I've read. Did he do the insides too?
He did the insides on this one and on a few others, but I mean, for the most part, Kurt Swan did the work, the regular work at this time.
Yeah, it was pretty
The regular
refreshing
books.
to me. Like
This book, though, they brought in a lot of other artists and a lot of stuff because this was the third Superman title at the time, and Kurt couldn't do it all.
yeah, maybe they wanted to try some new shit out too, like Starlin was a bit of a up and comer, I would guess.
This was around when they started bringing Gil Kane in.
So this is 80, what, 82? You said
1980.
1980.
That's why when you said like 90s,
I can
or
sense that they are trying to I can sense that they are trying to compete with Marvel with Thanos. I can feel that.
yeah,
with this one.
I don't know what year Thanos came out, but yeah, it was 20-cent book. I
Thanos
think.
is like in the 70s.
Okay,
Yes, but Jim Starlin was probably when did the Infinity War come out? 85
Not sure.
I'm
Somewhere.
not sure either.
or even later. Because it was
It's
certainly
probably
like
around
this,
there,
this was November 1980, and so that wasn't around then.
Here, I'll look it up. For my next pick, I'm going with a fairly new one. Okay, let me look this up before I say it. When did
Are you gonna do Dork?
it's a new one, yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's kind of controversial. You want to guess what it is?
Deadpool.
1991,
Oh, it was Infinity War?
Infinity Gauntlet.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
All right. Any guesses on my new controversial book?
Oh, well, there was one where the writer got kicked out.
That's not it.
The DC one.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe kicked out. I can't remember. Anyways,
You can't get those books. They were completely
what
canceled.
book was it before I say it?
I don't know.
I
Deadpool?
believe it was Daredevil, wasn't it?
Oh, okay. Maybe. I think that you're right, but I think you're guessing wrong right now. So
No,
Batman
it was yeah. Go
Batman
ahead.
Annual
Batman
one.
Annual.
Yep.
Oh, is that the microwave one?
No.
No.
No, this is the one with the white supremacy.
Oh, okay.
This is what,
Do you have
Batman
a
81?
picture of it?
Batman Annual 1, Absolute Batman Annual 1. This is the
I'm
book
sure-
that Absolute Batman
Yeah, this
was
is the one I'm talking about with the police, where the police.
That's what I thought you. I thought you were right. You just said Daredevil. It threw me off.
I was trying to guess. I forgot who it was. Yeah, I knew it was DC, and then I was like, Daredevil's wrong. That's wrong.
Did I have a fucking baby in a microwave?
No, that's something else. I was thinking. Something
Okay,
else.
yeah, it was the guy got fired. I think that wrote it. That's why I
It
thought
was
you
a
were
girl. It was a woman that wrote it.
okay.
And then she had something about cops killing themselves too. It's like
Yeah. She said some wild shit and got took off the DC or something.
Yeah, so her thing was she was saying stuff about Charlie Kirk. That was
Oh, that's right.
Yes, that was the one that was Red Hood that got the
Oh,
book.
fucking
Red
Red Hood.
Hood. That's the one I was trying to remember.
All
The
right.
first issue came out and they recalled it and they canceled the series immediately.
What's cool about this book that I picked, besides all that other controversial shit, is that
Absolute Batman was like a $30 book raw.
Mhm.
That the whole time it was out. Then this book came out, and people really jumped in. It went from being like a 30 to 100 to a $200 book raw, because I feel like this annual, and it's not the same writer that's writing the Absolute Batman, so it's just interesting to me. So I said, "Fuck it, I'll pick it."
Mhm.
So let's go around the horn. For me, tomorrow night we're going to do the Hot 5 Commandments, me and TM Nerdy. And Friday night we'll be doing Collector Club. Oh, TM got some scores in too. Let's see. Cover 3.5, story art, inside art 3.25, story 4, overall 3.75. So he liked it too. Thanks for reading it. Appreciate you. And that's about it. Feel like there's a new show coming up. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. If I remember by the time we end, I'll whatever, So let's go to Matt.
Well, Friday, I'm hoping to be on both of your shows. Last Friday, I got too tired. I was just, I barely could, I was in bed 30 minutes after Alan's show was done.
Yeah, I was really rough after my show.
All right, man.
But this Friday, I'm hoping to be on both shows. On Tuesday, I have artist Ron Sutton coming on my show, on my Tuesday talk.
Cool.
And since I announced the new the change from the Sunday Superman show to the Sunday Superhero show, people are contacting me asking to be on it and show their. I think that's great. I'm actually filling up that line of appointments.
Narrow focused when it was Superman.
Well, it wasn't that. It was because Superman happened to me. I picked Superman because at the time no one was doing Superman,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought 2 weeks was enough to. But yeah, it turned out that I didn't know a lot of people with Superman. People weren't coming forward, so it was getting harder.
Mm-hmm.
That's all good. We'll be on what, this Sunday is your first one?
No, it won't be on until March 8th. I would have gone the 1st of March, but I think Alan's having
yeah, I'm having my claim sale.
and so I didn't want my first episode to go up against that. So
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
No problem. So Alan, what you got going on, buddy?
Well, I have a claim sale on March for that. But this weekend I'm actually going away to get my car. I'm going to get a car.
I've been hearing about this car. Yeah, that sounds fun.
So the idea is like, I know that's I just get car. It's just like I trade in my current car, get the new car. It's all lease. It's the same old, it's a new thing, but it's it's just a lease. It's nothing major.
Okay.
The cool thing about it though is when I go, I'm gonna pick up all my books that Yaniv has collected for me, and it's a pretty good collection. Some
Cool.
pretty big books. I'm gonna be picking up. Not the Pep 2, not Pep,
Wiz.
Wiz,
Wiz, not the Wiz 2. It's not there, but there's some other really big books that are there that I'll be bringing back, and I'll be showing those on the Monday special.
Nice.
do you need
So
anklets?
cool.
Do you need something to protect your ankles from the dog?
Like he went for my chest actually.
Oh, do you
Bit
need
my
a
chest.
bulletproof vest?
He's a big dog. Yeah, I don't know.
What do you mean?
I
Do you
need
go
one of those
to
like
his- Where the fuck is
I go to his parents. In his
where-
parents' house, they have a whole bunch of dogs, and
Oh.
he has this one dog that really likes the taste of meat. So every time I go there, like it's trying to get to me. It's trying to eat me, basically.
Okay.
So other than that, it's okay. I mean, they're nice people. I mean, his parents are nice. It's just their dogs like me a bit too much.
They need to take care of their damn dogs. Put your fucking dogs up, people.
Yeah.
What up, dude?
Hey, you know where to find me?
That's right. All right. All right, guys. Well, it's been a fun one. We got through it. Next week, Batman Annual 1, 2025, I believe it came out.
Absolute Batman or Batman?
Absolute Batman Annual 1.
Absolute Batman Annual 1.
I
Can
think
you
that's
actually
what
buy
it's
it? Is it available to be even bought? Like I know it's
Oh,
been
yeah.
banned. Or
No, I'm sure you could buy it.
It's
Like
been banned?
it got
not
recalled.
banned, recalled.
Wow.
This is
No, there's like
that's
there's some really
cool.
messed up things in it. There's messed up.
And
things in it.
it's the only fucking annual I would consider buying because I like books to get recalled that are kind of cool. You know, this
I
one.
get that, but I mean, no one blinks an eye at horror books. What was the problem? You know, like it's
I'll,
I get.
I'll-
I mean, you. I know, but
We'll
like,
find out next week, won't we?
That's right. That's right. All right, we're out of here, man. Hashtag enjoy. Hello, and I like comics, and I hope you do too. And D-Runk, NWO for life. So let's do the Bob Ross and get out of here on our merry ways.
Don't forget, when you're NWO, you're NWO for life. Too sweet.
Biggie. 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 Biggie.